Hey all, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to my little Ashiana. Today in this vlog, I'll be taking you all through my entire day of cleaning and share how I keep my home clean and guest ready. And since I'm also expecting some guests by the afternoon, so I'm also going to prepare a delicious chicken mandi recipe. So stay tuned till the end so that you don't miss on anything. Now, before starting my work for today, I prepared some tea for myself and my husband so that I can get some time to think and plan everything accordingly. From a very long time, I have been postponing some of the important cleaning tasks of my home because of the kids' exams. So, before starting, I have written down everything on a paper, the task that I want to accomplish today, so that I can get some clarity. The first task for today was to marinate the chicken because the chicken for the chicken mandi has to be marinated for at least 4 to 5 hours. So here I have taken whole spices such as 2 sticks of cinnamon, some cardamom pods, half teaspoon of shazira, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, half teaspoon of dried rose petals, half a nutmeg broken into 2 pieces and some black peppercorns. Now I have made a fine powder of it and I have added around 2 to 3 tablespoons into a large mixing bowl, and in this I have added around 2 tablespoons of crushed garlic, 2 whole tablespoon of red chili powder, 2 teaspoon of salt, and the oil in which I have fried the onions. Now here I have soaked some saffron in water and I have added this into the same bowl, and here I'm also adding 1 lemon juice into it. Now I'll mix everything very well. Now this is 2 kg of chicken. I have already washed and rinsed it very nicely. Now I have made the pieces not very large, not very small because kids are going to have it. I wanted to keep it minimal size. Before adding the chicken into the mixture, I have put such cuts onto the chicken so that the masala can get into the chicken very nicely. Once you all the pieces, you have to mix nicely with your hands. Make sure that you rub the masala on each and every piece of the chicken, and then keep it into the fridge for at least 4 to 5 hours before cooking it. Today I'm going to clean my chimney and I make sure that I clean it once in every week. First, I removed the screws from the filter and taken it out so that I can wash it nicely. So, in the sink, I have first added the baking soda, and in this, I have added the jif, and I'll put the filter into it. Now, I'll make sure that I keep this filter in this water for at least 2 hours so that I can clean the grease on it easily. Now, along with the chimney, I'm also going to clean my hob today. So I removed all the burners and placed it in the same water that I dipped the filters. So first, on the steel part of the burner, I have added the baking soda, and on this I'll add vinegar and leave it for at least 10 minutes so that I can clean the grease on it easily. This is a brush that I'm going to use to clean the steel part of the burners. Now when you leave the vinegar and baking soda for at least 10 minutes, it gets very easy to clean, and it's the best solution to clean very tough stains also. To clean the glass hob, I'll use the Jif and I'll rub it nicely with the help of the scrubber and leave it for again 5 minutes and then clean it with a wet cloth. On the daily basis, I do keep cleaning my kitchen hob, but yes, this kind of deep cleaning I do at least once in every week, because in order to increase the shelf life of any item, you have to take care of it. Now in a large bowl here, I have added around 2 tablespoons of baking soda and 2 tablespoons of detergent liquid in the water, and I have dipped this microfiber cloth in it, and I'll squeeze the extra water and use it for cleaning the wooden doors of my home. Now you can even use the furniture cleaning liquid to clean these wooden doors, but yes, once in a while, to deep clean the wooden doors, I make this solution and clean it with the help of a microfiber cloth. Now it's been 2 hours since I have soaked these filters into the baking soda water. Now I will clean it with the help of a steel scrubber. As you can see, I have applied a very less pressure, and the grease on the filters have come off very easily. As you can see, the filters have cleaned very well, and even the smallest part of the grease has come off. I will now even clean the outer part of the chimney. I have used the scrubber to clean the chimney and then wiped it off with a dry cloth. Now, most of the times we lack the courage or the motivation to start doing any household chore, but trust me, once you start doing it, it gets very easy, and the pleasure of watching a neat and clean home is unmatchable. Now coming back to chicken mandi here, to prepare the chicken mandi, I have used a large wide pot. Now in this I have added around 7 to 8 tablespoon of oil, in which I have fried onions, and also around 4 to 5 tablespoon of ghee. Now I'm preparing the mandi for 2 kg of chicken and 2 kg of rice. So in this I have added whole spices such as 1 whole black lemon, 2 sticks of cinnamon, 3 to 4 green cardamoms, and a half teaspoon of shazira. Now in this I have added around 2 medium sized sliced onions, and cook the onions until they start turning brown in color. Now once the onions start turning golden in color, at this stage I have added the same spice powder that I have added in the chicken marination, and then added the marinated chicken into the onions. Now other than this, you don't have to add any masala or ginger garlic paste, because in the marination we have added everything, and the same marination will be used to prepare the rice. After adding the chicken, move it with the help of a spoon and then close the lid and cook it until it is half cooked. Now here I have taken 4 medium sized tomatoes, 1 medium sized onion, some coriander and mint leaves, 3 to 4 green chilies and 4 to 5 garlic pods. Now I'll add everything into a mixer grinder and grind it into a coarse paste so that the chutney for the mandi is ready. Now once the chutney is ready, check the salt in it and add if necessary. Now I usually don't use this kind of pot regularly in my cooking since I am preparing it on a large scale. So I have used this pot. You can even use a non-stick or the regular steel ones. Now once the chicken is half cooked, I'll remove all the chicken pieces from the pot and keep it aside. Now do not overcook the chicken because we are going to pan fry it separately and even we are going to cook it along with the rice. Once you remove all the pieces, this is a gravy that has left into the pot. Now take out the pot and keep it aside. Here in a pan, I have added around 4 to 5 tablespoons of oil and around 3 to 4 tablespoons of ghee. I will now add all the chicken pieces one by one and cook until the one side of the chicken has turned slightly brown in color, and I'll cook on the both sides in the same way. Now trust me, the chicken itself is so juicy and the marination that we did is perfect for this chicken mandi. The taste of this chicken is same as you expect in the restaurant ones. I will now switch on the flame of the large pot and cook the gravy for 1 minute and then add the rice in it. Now here I have used 2 kg of rice. Now after adding the rice, I'll mix the gravy along with the rice and cook it for 2 minutes on high flame and then add the water. Now for 6 cups of rice, here I have added 10 cups of water, and the quantity of water depends upon the quality of the rice or how good the rice is. Now at this stage I'll add the salt and the 2 chicken stock cubes. Now I will mix everything nicely and close the lid and cook until the water in the rice has begun to get dry. Now keep stirring in between so that the rice is cooked from all the sides. Now once you see that the water in the rice has almost began to get dry, at this stage give it a good mix and then add the chicken pieces that we have kept aside. Now here I have added the saffron infused water on top of the chicken pieces and rice. I will now close the lid and cook for another 10 minutes, and at this stage I will put a pan below the pot so that the rice doesn't stick to the bottom. After 10 minutes I'll open the lid and then place a bowl, and in this I'll add a burnt charcoal and add the oil so that the mandi can get that charcoal effect. So that's it. Your homemade restaurant style chicken mandi is ready. Do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Actually, my sister was coming over for dinner today, so I prepared this for her and her kids, and the kids loved this recipe a lot. It's slow cooked and it's completely homemade and prepared with the home spices along with the love of your hands. Now after serving out it on a tray, I then added the fried onions, almonds and raisins on top of the mandi. Now make sure that you serve this mandi straight from the pot because once it gets cooled down, the taste does not remain the same. So this was it for today's video. I hope to meet you all in my next vlog. Until then, take care, stay safe and healthy.